Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. So in this video I'm going to do a project about repotting this large bamboo plant. So with all this nice weather we're having, I thought it'd be a great time to get it repotted because it's getting quite big. And for this project I'm going to use pallet wood. So the first thing to do was to measure and mark up some lengths of pallet wood, which will make up all four sides of the box. And it's going to be quite a large box. I have measured it based on the size of my bamboo plant. So this needs to be a really large, strong box. So to make up the four sides, I'm going to have it 4 pieces of pallet wood high. So I'm going to need 16 pieces of wood in total. And to get all the marks, the cuts accurate, I just put one piece of wood against the other and just followed the cut line. So now I wanted to make all these pieces the same width. I made a mistake in the beginning and I assumed that they were all the same width. They looked the same width but I didn't measure them. So now I need to cut them all down to get them the same width, but that's not a problem. Okay, so the construction for this box, I'm going to make 4 bands, and I've cut all of the pieces of wood the same length, but I'm going to alternate them when I put them together. So each side will have an overlap on one side, and you'll see what I mean later on. For this I'm just going to use some thin wood screws to hold everything together and plenty of glue. So now I'm going to assemble the first band, applying glue to each corner. And the reason I'm using screws instead of nails is because I want the screws to squeeze all the wood together and get a better fixing with the glue. So you might be able to see there, but each side of the box, one of the ends has an overlap, which makes it perfectly square, and when I assemble the box later on it will have an alternating pattern which you'll see later. And there you can see the first band is complete. So for the legs, I had these sort of triangular shaped pieces of wood. These were actually off a pallet from quite a while ago. I thought they'd be ideal for this. You can just use some square pieces of wood or some 2x3s or 2x4s, but I used these because I had them and because they'll give me a bit more space inside the box because they are half of a square. So after cutting these down to length, I'm going to start assembling the bands onto these legs. So I'm just finding a centre mark here so that I know where to screw the screws into. And I'll continue these marks across the 4 bands. So again, I'm going to add plenty of glue to each section. You can see I've just marked the leg so I know where to add the glue. And now for each corner of each band, I'm going to use 4 screws. And this should make the box very, very strong. With the plant being so large, it's going to bear quite a bit of weight when it's all there. So now when I come to add the second band, I'm just going to add more glue onto the area where the second band is going to go, and also on the bottom of the first band. And once that's done, I'm going to slide it over the legs, and it should be a nice tight fit because everything's been measured exactly. And in this case it worked out, luckily it worked out perfectly. Each band slotted over the top nicely. So again with the third band, adding more glue. And finally the fourth band. So now I've just took those measurements from the first band and I'm going to transfer them over to the other bands so that I can get a consistent screw holes. And before I start screwing, I'm just going to use a clamp to squeeze everything tight. So that was the main construction done, and you can see that alternating pattern on the ends of the bands. Every band that I added on, I alternated the end grain pattern. So now I need to add the floor of the box. So I've cut down some roughly square sort of battens of wood, and now I'm going to mark up where I need to cut them. So again, I'm going to add plenty of glue here. And I've clamped them in position, and I'm just going to drill some pilot holes and then drive in the screws from the back end so that you can't see the screw heads from the other side. So now I needed to cut a few more pieces of pallet wood to form the floor. This pallet wood was quite rough, and it was some kind of hardwood, which is ideal for the floor because it needs to support more weight and last longer when it gets wet. So before I add these, I'm just going to add some pilot holes. And you can see I've cut on the 4 corners there, I've just nipped the ends off so that they fit a bit neater inside, and you'll just see that in a moment. And I'm going to add some glue to those batten supports. So you can just see there, those corners I've just cut at a 45-degree angle so that they sit against the legs better. And the central one is just standard. And I've left some gaps for drainage. So now moving on to the finish of the box, I've got a round over bit in my router, and I'm going to round over the top, the bottom and the sides just to make it look a bit more finished and to prevent any splintering. And there you can see that alternating pattern. So now I just gave the box a light sanding down with an 80 grit sandpaper. So then it was time to add the finish, and for the finish I'm going to use some fence stain or furniture stain, which is called silver coppice, which is basically a light grey, and I added about 3 coats of this. So this box was about 45 centimeters by 45 centimeters, so quite a large square planter. So for the lining, I had some old plastic bags which I was keeping some sand and cement in, quite thick plastic, didn't need these anymore, so I thought these would be ideal, and I just cut them down with the scissors. Arranging one on the bottom and then a piece on each side, and then I just stapled it all into position. If you'd like to see any alternative videos, I have some videos about other planters that I've made, and also a video about how to line a planter. I'll leave the links to those videos in the description box below. So that was all finished. So now was the hardest part, which was getting the bamboo out of its pot. And you can see that it's quite pot bound and quite heavy. And you can see it's got a lot of roots there. So then I waited for a moment when I was feeling my strongest, and I got it into the pot, and that went really smoothly because it had a flat bottom on it. It just went in easily. So then I'm just filling around the sides, and this planter was quite a bit bigger than the pot, so I had quite a bit of soil to add. So then I just gave it a watering. So I was pleased with how it turned out, nice and strong and solid. If you found this video useful, please leave me a like and also consider subscribing for more DIY and gardening related videos. And as always, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.